Welcome back to the Rumpener vlog, and today we're going to be talking about adrenaline rushes when running. So the Rumpener vlog is part of the bigger picture, which is the Runpreneur challenge, which is our fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. So to find out more about the challenge and how to support it, please check out the links in the comments below. And without further ado, let's get started. So, today's episode is about adrenaline rushes when running. So what do I mean by this? Well, generally speaking, there's lots of things that play on our emotions and as a result can impact our adrenaline levels. And obviously adrenaline is a chemical reaction which helps us and protects us as human beings. So it's usually in a survival or performance-based scenario. So for example, you might get an adrenaline rush if you are seriously excited. Okay, so something amazing's happened, you get a feeling of euphoria, you may get a underlying feeling of happiness, which results in a spike in energy and adrenaline, which can have an impact on performance. It might be competition, and anxiety of competition might give you an adrenaline rush, or it could be fear. Now, the one I want to talk to you about today is revolving around fear, because sometimes, obviously, we talk about human beings, you know, we talk about scenarios in life, and you often get a choice to fight or flight. And, you know, in certain circumstances, either can be the right option. But what I'm talking about today is flight. You know, when something happens or you're scared to a level, you can retreat or fleet or flight the situation by running away from it. And when you run with fear, it can often be the biggest adrenaline rush you can get as a runner. And the reason I'm doing this episode today is that I'm a bit of a horror junkie. I love horror movies, okay? I do not enjoy the feeling, I suppose. It's a strange relationship I have with horror movies because, you know, part of me gets excited about the prospect of watching one, yet when I watch one I get absolutely petrified. But I'm quite good in the fact of being there in the moment of that movie. I'm there, I'm completely believing what's going on, and then as soon as it finishes I can readjust back to reality. But when I'm watching horror movies I get so scared, but I love the excitement of knowing that I'm going to be scared, if that makes sense. And that leads me on to what I'm doing tonight. So it is approaching Halloween. It's the 29th of October. So it'll be approaching Halloween. Halloween's tomorrow. And what we're doing tonight is going to a place called Hinchingbrook House of Horrors. Now Hinchingbrook is a school in Cambridgeshire, or Huntingdonshire to be more exact. And the school it's a really old school, and there's been hauntings there in the past. So it's got all the kind of perfect characteristics of a horror scene. And they do this scare kind of experience every year at the week building up to Halloween, whereby they kind of get 100 plus actors and you walk through maybe 10 different horror type scenes over the course of an hour and a half. And the way the makeup artists work now is unbelievable. And because if you truly love horrors and you buy into them, the experience is second to none. It's the most extreme experience as a horror junkie. And that's where I'm going this evening. Now I've been, I think, 3 years running now. This is my 4th year. And every year I get ridiculously scared, and as a result I scream a lot. I get massive spikes in my adrenaline, and quite often in horror scenarios my instant reaction is to flee the situation. So I sprint quite a lot, I run quite a lot through fear, when I know realistically I'm not going to get hurt or anything like that, but I'm so involved in the moment. And that adrenaline gives me a ridiculous enhancement on what I would normally be able to do if I was sprinting, for example, that fear kind of takes you to the next level. So I'd love to be able to bottle that adrenaline, because it is truly an unbelievable enhancement on performance. I feel that if someone was chasing me, they wouldn't be able to catch me, because I've just got this fear. My muscles kind of pull every ounce of strength from them, and it allows me to have peak performance. So the point of today's episode really is that you can get a massive enhancement in performance in running from an adrenaline rush, and you can get an adrenaline rush from excitement, happiness, fear, from all sorts of emotions. If you find the emotion that resonates most with you in terms of creates the biggest emotional spike, then that's often where you get your peak performance from adrenaline. So if you get scared easily, try on these horror experiences and see how quick you can become, because there's people I know that don't even like to run, yet they are absolutely amazed by how quick they can move when they're in a situation of fight or flight. So that's it for me today. As always, any questions or comments, I'll respond to everyone. Please remember that the Runpreneur blog is part of the bigger picture, which is the Runpreneur challenge, which is our fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. If you want to find out how to support it or find out more about it, please check the links in the comments below. Thanks for your support. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.